What's up, guys? It's Spiderwolf back for another JJKPhantomparade video. So we're gonna talk about the event a little bit here, and then we're gonna do a free multi, because we got a free multi from this event. So, same old, same old. You got your map event here, you do your normal, your hard mode, just like last time as well. You get a free multi, usually from, doing the missions or whatever, and resetting the lottery here. As we'll go into the lottery here, see what the rewards are. But, we got the updated version, where we got extra, little, nice rewards at the end here. And then from 1 to 2, we got the same amount of cubes usually, which is pretty nice, with some standard banner tickets, which is also pretty cool. Phantom medals and some other, useful stuff. So, same old. But with that being said, let's hop into the gacha, right? Let's see if we pull anything good, Hopefully you guys pulled, the new Miwa or the reckless pick, because both are pretty good, Miwa could help you guys out with Illusionary Tower, because there are some stages where you do want to have some blue characters, and currently the only good one we have is Blue Gojo. Later down the road we'll have a couple more, like this Blue Miwa. Also the Blue Geto from the JJK Movie Zero collab. When he gets his buffs eventually, right, he'll be really good for the blue team. And then Blue Momo is also another good character as well. She helps buff the, I mean, she's the buffer, right? She's not specifically for the blue team, but for blue content, should be pretty good. Also, kind of didn't get anything good from that. But hey, it happens. Do I have enough for a multi here? No, I don't. Okay, well, I thought I had enough tickets for another multi here, but I don't. Oh well. No biggie. It's all good. It's all good. I mean, I don't really care that much, because just kind of whatever banner, and hey, free multi. So if I pull something good or cool, hey, that's nice. If not, oh well. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it to really talk about. I mean, I guess there's also one other thing too. There's the whole what is it, the new story event thing, where you can get a new free recollection bit, this one basically. So we got this cooking up. If you guys want to do this, pretty nice stuff there. I'm pretty sure it's a record. I actually don't know what it does. Let me go pull it up actually, because I think I didn't talk about it yesterday or my last video, so I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, so I'm on the wiki right now, the JJK wiki. So apparently this recollection bit's actually pretty good. It's an S tier. It's mixed damage. So we'll take a look at what it does, since I didn't cover it last time, or in the last video. So this is what it does. It's mixed damage, 29.95 instead of I think it's like 30 or 39 or something, if it's like a gacha one. But basically, the base skill here, or when the activation skill, when you do a skill or ultimate, it increases your own taijutsu and jutsu damage by 40% for 1 turn with a 6-turn cooldown. And then we have 1 dupe into it. At the start of each turn, if your own first energy is 50 or above, increases own damage up by 20%. And then if you have it maxed, now it's a 45% taijutsu and jutsu buff. So this is pretty good. Now I bet I can definitely see why it's S tier. I don't really know who this is going to be that great for. I feel like this will be good on Green Geto, for the fact that he's able to do, at least from what I remember correctly, he was able to basically give himself a decent amount of cursed energy fairly easily. So I think that would probably be useful on him. Let me just double check over here, because I'm pretty sure he has some stuff where he basically gives himself a lot of cursed energy pretty easily. At least I think he did, but like I said, I don't remember exactly. Yeah, so when defeat enemy, you recover your own cursed energy, and then is that it? I could have sworn he had some other stuff. No, so the other stuff is just if he has more cursed energy. Okay, so it looks like it was only, oh yeah, here we go. At the start of each turn, it recovers own cursed energy by 20. So I feel like this will probably be good on this Geto. He is also mixed damage. What about the ultimate? Was it also? Yes, the ultimate was mixed damage. So yeah, this recollection bit would be a pretty good one, because I was kind of wondering if it would be good on him, also because of the fact that cursed energy thing, and also because there's Team Geto in here. Yeah, so this one will be another good option if you guys do have Green Geto, which he's actually coming out next week or in a couple days here for his rerun. So if you guys want to pull him, because he actually is kind of nice, there you go. You can have this another option here to run on him to make him a bit more useful, because the damage buff here should be able to get pretty easily. Like within maybe the third or 4th turn, he'll probably be able to activate this buff and then basically give himself an extra 20% damage buff for overall damage every single turn, as long as you don't do any of the skills, right? Yeah, that's pretty cool. What I did want to go, I kind of messed up my recording a little bit here, so I'm kind of recording this a little bit. There's a new blue Maki that just got announced. She's apparently pretty strong, or pretty good, but it looks like she's not evaluated yet on the tier list here. So I personally don't know what she does exactly, but from what I've heard, she's supposedly pretty good. So I'd imagine she might be like a DPS or something, but like I genuinely don't really know what she does. But I have heard that she's good. So we'll probably cover her when she does come out in global, probably. Because I don't really cover too much JP content, to be honest. Unless I think it's worth mentioning, or I can cover more so on the part of I can cover, right? And now the exchange shop, this is what you guys are probably more interested in, right? So we do get one free 10 roll on the banner, right, for the new Mai. We're also getting this recollection bit, of course, getting these crystal, the keys, the phantom medals, the usual, decent amount of stuff, and also recollection bits. So that's pretty cool. Also, the new material here to ascend your characters even more from the new chapter are also available to be purchased here. So if you guys were interested in that, you could buy some of them here to get you started to get your account a little bit more boosted. And then for the Jogo event, or the Imaginary Realm against Jogo, in the shop we do have 5 standard banner tickets, and then of course the recollection bit, and then some phantom medals, and then some of these skill fragments that you can turn into the bigger ones, and then also some recollection bits and some other normal resources. Basically, I did look in the event itself. It looks like there's no way to get there's no like extra 5 pulls or free 10 roll for the My banner. It looks like it's literally just 10 tickets for the standard banner, so 5 from the shop, and then another 5 from the missions here of getting the coins from actually beating his ass, right? And then quests here, what's one? Event missions, what I meant to put. There's just like regular, just some cubes, some metal stuff, and your dailies, get some extra good materials to be able to fight this Jogo here. Now, as for what he's weak to, because I'm sure you guys are also interested in that, right? Let's take a look at that right now. So he's weak to green type, so this is gonna maybe be a little bit more difficult, to fight against him. But he is weak against green characters. So, but at the same time, right? We do have Mahito, so that's a great option there. Luckily for me, this won't be too difficult because I did literally just recently pull Purple Hole Gojo, so shouldn't be too bad there. But usually how these Imaginary Realm battles work, you can't really do like a 1-turn clear kind of thing, because they have like an extra revive where you can do extra damage then. So maybe might be a little bit difficult to play around that. But yeah, this is my current green team. However, green Geto is available currently to be pulled, so you could have him on the team, right, to be able to do this. But my team will probably be looking something like this most likely. So we'll see. I did do 2 10 rolls on green Geto's banner though. Now the reason I want to mention this is because if you guys saw my community post, I decided to do 2 multis because I was like, I can exchange this for 10 gacha points, because the way you kind of use this is that you are limited, right? But if you do like a couple of 10 rolls here and there, you do get some points back. So that was kind of my idea. I was like, I'll just do 2 10 rolls, get some points out of it. It's fine, right? Because I'm gonna be able to use those points in the future, right? Now, even though I wasn't able to get green Geto, I was able to get my non-standard. So this thing is finally on my account. I am very happy that I was able to finally get this. I got it on my second 10 roll, so that was really cool. I did fully max dupe it with the free play currency, the free recollection bit dupes or whatever that you can eventually or the full ones, right? That you can play in the game, doing all the events, you can eventually craft them and stuff. And then I just used basically like 90% of the amount I had to fully dupe it out. So I was like, it's one of the best recollection bits in the game. I don't care, I'm doing it. So I'm very happy about that. But yeah, just want to show you guys that real quick, and let's go ahead and do our frame 10 roll. So hopefully you guys also get some good luck and pull the new Mai. She's not half bad, she's pretty good. But the recollection on this banner is just kind of whatever, right? So the best thing to really pull from this banner would literally be either the Mai, and then maybe if you guys are missing like a really good character like a Gojo, or like one of the standard banner really good recollection bits, right? But yeah, all right, we got blue aura, so bare minimum SR is pretty much what that usually means, and then maybe a chance for an SSR. Looks like we just got SRs. Okay, that's fine. I don't really mind too much. And I always like doing these here and there as a quick little thing. But yeah, if you guys are summoning though for these banners, honestly, it wouldn't be too bad if you guys did want to summon for this Gojo or the Green Geto banner. Also, I guess one thing I want to mention though, for people that said that they don't, for people that didn't summon for these guys at the time, either because maybe they weren't playing the game or they're like, no, I'm gonna wait. There's no pity points. Why am I gonna waste my summons here, right? Those people are actually kind of smart because they didn't even have to wait that long, right? They only have to wait like maybe like a month or something, maybe a couple of weeks. Then they finally had the rerun, and then that was an even better time to summon for them because of the whole exchange point system. So it's like, you know, after you send a round of pulls, maybe you get them early, boom, you can just switch them out for the points here, is, you know, for all these banners now. So I think now would have, you know, now's a great time to pull for them. You guys are interested in that because there's pity points in the game. So, you know, it's up to you if you guys do want to pull them. If you don't have them, they're pretty nice. You know, yellow Gojo being one of the best yellow DPS in the game. Though we are also getting Itadori, I think in like a month basically for the our actual half anniversary. Were, you know, yellow Itadori from that anniversary event and stuff and banners is actually pretty good, but at the same time, it's Gojo's right up there. So, you know, you want both, right? Though I will say it might still also be worth to just pull the Itadori because the Domain Expansion Gojo literally is used on every fucking team, right? So, so I mean, you know, it kind of is worth it because then you can use that your best yellow DPS, which is the Gojo, because if you want to use the even better support, which is the Domain Expansion Gojo, then you can't really use both, right? And this Green Getos are just overall like pretty nice support. Basically, does like debuffs and whatever for the green team. So I do want to talk about the timeline a little bit here, since this video is like a little short because of the event summon. So, you know, just this video a little bit longer. But, you know, I haven't talked about the timeline in quite a bit, so I figured might as well check in here. Anyways, so this is what we got currently, right? We've got Team Gojo with the recollection bit, this new one. There was apparently a 6 million players achieved, which gave 3,000 cubes. Now, I don't know if we got this yet, or maybe they're going to just say this for like a later thing, which could have been another possibility, right? And then we did already have this blue Nanami. So I don't know if you guys remember this, but, you know, they do enjoy doing the whole skipping an event or two ahead, sometimes even more than that, and then going back later and then doing the ones they skipped. So kind of like how we already got blue Anonymity like a while ago, right? Like a couple weeks ago. With this, or not, I think it was like a week or two ago. We just had this, right? And now we're going back to do this content. That's something I noticed that was a pattern that they always like to do, where they kind of skip one or two, sometimes like more than that ahead, and then they then they go backwards and release that content afterwards. Kind of maybe not in the best for, you know, for us players, you know, best intentions for us, more so better intentions for them for money reasons. But, you know, oh well, it is what it is. It is a gacha. And yeah, we did have this Mahito battle here. I don't think we had this pickup gacha yet though, with this Incomplete Domain Megumi and this Junpei. I don't think we had this one yet. So this one might be like a later thing leading up to our actual half anniversary, possibly. Anyways, we do have this Maki event here, this green Maki, which I thought she was going to maybe come out this week or next week, but it looks like they're going to be saving this green Maki for a little bit later, because instead of getting her, we're actually going to be getting red Mai, and we also, yeah, we're getting this rerun also with Jogo. And if we go further ahead, there's some other stuff that happened here. It's apparently, yeah, so new chapter, which is the one I think we're getting chapter 14 is what it was, right? I think it was this one. Otherwise, I do know we're getting a new chapter. This one does say grade 13, so I think it is this one, because we are getting this stuff here. So there's also another 3,000 cube free multi-login, as well as another free recollection bit here. I'm not too sure from what though, because it does say a free recollection, but I'm not too sure which of them is getting it. And then, yeah, the standard banner update got released around this time. There's this Valley Grand Exorcism battle, which also, yeah, which came out with Mai here, which is what we're actually getting. So, and then we already have these banners, the start dash banners, because this came out with the standard banner update and all that, and the gacha point system. So yeah, we're getting all of this. Specifically this event, and then Mai next week, but we already got all this other stuff here. So it looks like, you know, the character, one free recollection, and one gacha one, right? And then skipping way further ahead, we already had this Inumaki here, who's going to be leaving. Togen Inumaki is going to be leaving very soon, right? It kind of sucks because he literally came out after the pity points, and he's actually kind of a good blue character, you know, so they kind of screwed us over with that a little bit. That's what I kind of mean. They kind of do some stuff that kind of screws us over a bit on global. Among also like, hey, let's not bring out an event like, you know, 3 mall events that are supposed to come out, and let's do it later. So that kind of sucks. So at the very least, as far as things coming up, probably that they'll have to do at some point, There might be like a couple like random banners besides the mall event that we haven't gotten yet, but we still have. So going backwards, they'd still have to give us this green Maki, which is probably going to come out after Red Mai, I'm assuming. So we'll probably see this stuff coming out the week after, I'm assuming, after Red Mai, most likely. So we'll probably see green Maki in, I think, what, like 2 weeks then? And then in like 3 weeks, we'll probably be seeing actually this rerun, because we're getting also a rerun of our boy Toji here. I could see this rerun happening around, not next week, because next week we're going to do Green Geto. So in 2 weeks, I could see us getting this Toji here alongside probably Green Maki or something. I could see something like that happening. And then some other events here. And then we have a green Nobara, which will probably be coming out, like, because you know how they usually do, like, they've been kind of doing like okay, here's what the content for the next 2 weeks. That probably, there's a good chance, since she's also green here, that the next 2 week cycle is probably going to be green Maki and green Nobara here, since they're both green. I could definitely see them doing something like that, while also squeezing in Toji, red Toji in there as well. So that could definitely happen. And then from there, they could maybe do straight right into this Megumi is actually kind of good, this green Megumi. But what they also do, what they like to do is skip ahead, right? So instead of getting green Megumi, actually, yeah, no, that wouldn't make sense. I was gonna say maybe they'll skip over to this guy, but I just realized there's basically not that much content left besides a couple like different events, basically. Like, at least no, not that much characters, but there's plenty of events coming out afterwards, right? And new chapter stuff. Because after that is basically we're right into our half anniversary, which is what JP's first anniversary, right? So I just think that's kind of funny and interesting there. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty close, right? So that means probably this upcoming month, which is going to be is it April? Yeah, April. So most likely April will be the month where we will probably see the wrap up of everything else here. So we'll probably see the last remaining banners here. So I could definitely see us, like, once April is done and dealt with, we'll have all this content already sifted through and finished. And then it's probably starting sometime in May, which would kind of most people predicted, we're going to be seeing first anniversary content. So there's a good chance by the first week of May, we could be seeing either this banner here with this dude, because he kind of was that prelude up to the first anniversary, or the first week of May could possibly be the the start of our half anniversary, which is the first anniversary, which will probably be Itadori, but there's a good chance they could also maybe swap it, but they didn't do that for the half anniversary, right? The JP got, which was our like special celebration kind of thing, but not kind of right. So there's a chance that assuming that they kind of follow how they did that, where they didn't do something weird like they did Toji, then Geto, then Gojo or something. They did, they follow the same way, like Gojo, Geto, then Toji. Most likely they'll follow that route. So then it'll be Itadori, then Domain Expansion Gojo, which was I think a week apart basically. Yeah, it was like about a week apart from each other. So then like the second week or maybe third week of May, we'll probably see Domain Expansion Gojo. And then following that, right, then eventually we had the rerun of the movie JJK movie Zero collab, which has all the rerun banners. Though probably best to hold out until Sukuna because he's really fucking good. Though me personally, I may do a couple, maybe 3 multis just to get the, or like it was, I think 20 multis or however many it was to get my pity tickets on Blue Geto's banner because he's good. So I might throw some cubes onto his banner, at least until I hit the max pity for the tickets I can carry over. So I think that's gonna be my game plan. Is basically, yeah, basically, guys. Also, at this point, I mean, I wouldn't say it wouldn't be a bad idea necessarily something because you could do, you could get your pity tickets, right? But at the same time, mind you, you are technically losing out on about half your pulls. Even though you can take half your pulls with you for Domain Expansion Gojo and Sukuna's banner, you are technically still losing out on half of your cubes that you could be fully focusing on Domain Expansion Gojo and Sukuna if you are interested in them. At the same time that they are really, really good characters regardless, right? Best characters in the game. But yeah, I think that's probably gonna be my game plan though, is that most likely when Domain Expansion Gojo, so I'm gonna probably skip Itadori for the time being. I kind of hope his banner lasts for a while. It does say here it ends on December 19th, right? So if we're looking at December 19th, according to here, when Sukuna came out, he came out around when did this come out? Oh, December 30th. So yeah, so basically like like almost a month away. So that kind of sucks that you can't really. So they could do it in a way where like just like the JP, it's either you pull Itadori when it comes out, or you just say I'm good and then just hold on until Sukuna, which I kind of hope they don't do that. Like this is one situation where I kind of hope they kind of squeeze them all together, right? But who knows what they'll do exactly, right? But yeah, I think my game plan will probably be to for sure focus on Gojo, something for him, get him and everything, right? At least one copy. For the Itadori, I do like him. I may roll for him. I may do the same thing and just do 30 or 20 multis, whatever it was, for the pity tickets. So I might do that after I get my domain expansion Gojo though. So I'm gonna say wait, because his banner will stay at the very least by the time that this Gojo's banner does come out. So what I'll probably just skip Itadori for the beginning when he first comes out. Summon on domain expansion Gojo. Once I get him, however many pulls it takes, then I'll go back to Itadori. Maybe, right? If I get like horribly shafted or something, then I might just not roll on Itadori. But we'll see. It just kind of depends, like if I have enough to guarantee Sukuna. If I no matter what, as long as I have enough to guarantee Sukuna, then I'll do whatever way. Either if that means saving for Sukuna and skipping Itadori, or if that means I can do a couple pulls on Itadori, and then the remaining summons can go straight to Sukuna. Because at the same time, I don't really need this Itadori. He is cool, but I really don't need him. Because at the same time, I have to go back to the tier list. There we go. We go back to the tier list, right? And go for damage. For yellow characters, King Gojo is still really good. And then at the same time, right, Itadori is still up there, right? The only benefit technically would be that I could run, if I did pull the Itadori, then I could run him and also them expansion Gojo, right? So that's one benefit with that, is I can run them. Otherwise, I can't run both Gojos. So that's one thing that would kind of make it worth it, right? So I just kind of depends, but at the very least, I will most likely just skip Itadori in the beginning. Make sure I pull Gojo, and then depending on how things go, I may go back here, pull maybe 20 times or however many times, but enough to at the very least still make sure I have enough for Sukuna. And then depending on how things go with that, then I may also do, I might also switch things around. Like maybe I just do 20 on Itadori, and then I do the same amount on Megumi, right? So I have another really good blue character. Granted, when Sukuna comes out, he's best DPS for blue, just overall. So at the same time, doesn't really matter too much, but I think that's what I'll probably do. As for my game plan, and then once Sukuna comes out, full send on him. Once I get him though, I'll probably just hold on and wait. The next character will probably just be whoever's like the half anniversary, which will be our actual first anniversary. So that'll be fun, because all the other upcoming characters are pretty good actually, but I'm not too crazy about them. There's this blue Maki here, so I may roll for her because I do like Maki, but at the same time there's also theories that another new Gojo will be coming out soon, which is probably going to be like a 1.5 anniversary for JP, I'm guessing, which will be our actual first anniversary. So kind of exciting stuff. But yeah, I dragged this video on for maybe a little bit too long, but I just wanted to yap about some stuff here and there. I've been kind of stuck on just last thing here real quick, guys. I have been stuck on if I go here, my PC is a little loud, but if I go back to here, right, I did want to show you guys this from my illusionary tower runs. I'm actually, I started grinding it for like the last week or couple days, and I made it kind of far. I was still on like floor 1, but then I jumped up on grinding to 435. Well, the problem is that with 435, this is the last one where you need blue characters on, and I'm struggling. Like my yellow team is pretty stacked. Like I have a lot of great yellow characters. Problem is I don't have that many good yellow characters. The only good one is Gojo here. I do have Kamo here, but he's very unleveled, and I kind of don't really want to build them up, to be honest. So I don't know if I'll still try to build them up to make them work. I do this blue Toto. I don't know if he'll be worth it though to level up. He might be worth it because he can help me survive a bit more, but I don't know, we'll see. I did also pull Junpei, so yeah, my yellow team overall though is really stacked up. Like I have Team Gojo, Megumi, Nobara, and then also have Junpei, who's apparently also really good. So I have a lot of great characters ready to go for the yellow team. My blue team is currently my weakest one. Green team's actually doing pretty good because, Purple Hollow Gojo, Mahito, Itadori, and also Nanami here, once it gets buffed up, they're really good. Red team's also looking pretty good. Got our boy Yuta, got our boy Toji here, and then of course, the GOAT. I said the GOAT, but Yaga, the GOAT Yaga here, right? So, you know, red team's looking pretty good, right? And then also Hanami, who's a pretty good support here, rebuffing the enemy. So yeah, clearly my weakest team is blue, which will, you know, get buffed up quite significantly once I pull Supreme, so that'll be very nice. But I kind of want to try to get the, you know, the global exclusive time to get some extra summons, but it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough to get to beat 435 for me right now. I think my best bet is to try to juice up my boy Gojo here, the blue one here, and then hope that once they buff him up a bit more levels and everything, that he'll be strong enough to just one-shot the boss or like get close to one-shotting the boss. And then what is this again? I'm forgetting. I don't know what everybody's names here. Mahito. I was thinking Megami, but I'm like, that's not right. But yeah, so Mahito here could go in and clean up the job, right? Because his ultimate can do quite a bit of chunky damage towards the end and can lead you to winning the fight, which has happened to me a couple times where I've been able to win illusionary tower through Mahito's ultimate, just like being able to do just enough damage with what's left over to one-shot the boss because of how much. It does like a pretty good amount of damage basically. But with that being said, though, guys, I'm gonna head on out. Go look for your summons. Good luck with tower, and I'll see y'all later. Peace, and take care, everybody.